Remember two things. The recruiter is not interested in your CV, he just wants your resume. The first one. Second one is resumes don't get you the job. They get you the interview call letter. And you have to make the resume get you the interview call letter. It doesn't happen automatically. And how do you do that? Watch this video right till the end to know those 5 steps you need to take, the 5 things you need to do to make your resume get you that interview call letter. Hi there, welcome back to TELW, the English Workshop with me, Manu. Getting a job is a tedious affair. And what's worse, the recruiters don't have the time to go through every word of every resume sent to them. So what do? They have 2 filters. One is the AI or the artificial intelligence. They get the internet or they got their own software to sift through all the applications and they reduce it. Maybe, 1:10 or something? Out of every 10 applications, they get the best 1 out of it. Then they have their own personal sifting process. So you will have to pass through these 2 filters to be called for the interview. Not the job, interview. So you'll realize that there's no luck involved in this. It's just your smart work. Make the resume get you that interview call letter. What do you do for that? The most important thing that you need to do is draft the resume according to the job advertisement. Yes, the job advertisement. See, what happens is the recruiter has got maybe a specific number of vacancies, and he's given the criteria that these candidates should meet for that job. And these criteria will be put in the job advertisement. The second thing is, there are certain criteria that are not there in the advertisement, but you should know that because they are common. If that's the kind of job, that's the kind of criteria you should have. Period. So include both the kinds, the explicit criteria mentioned in the advertisement and the implicit criteria that every job is supposed to have. You can get those things on the internet if you don't have it. The other thing I want you to remember is, like I said before, that resume is just a foot in the door. So the job of the resume, like I just said in the beginning, is to get you the interview call, and you need to make sure that the resume is capable of getting you that call. So we need to take care of 5 things to make it powerful enough to get you that call. What are those 5 things? Watch this video till the end, and you'll know those 5 things, and you can make your resume productive. The first is be clean and simple. It means it shouldn't be crowded, it shouldn't be dirty or haphazard. What do you mean by that? First of all, the font. See, the normal kind of font that's used in the resume, all kinds of resumes, is either the Times New Roman or Arial. Times New Roman is a serif font if you like serif fonts. Sans serif fonts, Arial is the best. They're standard. A lot of people use just one of these 2. So stick with that standard. Number 2, don't use a variety of fonts. Number 3, don't use those fancy fonts either, the monotype, cursiva kind of stuff. Cursive writing, no, don't. Number 4, don't use color. Don't make your resume colorful. Keep it black on white. So the font color should be black. And one very important thing here is, see, what happens is most of these recruiters read your resume on their mobile. So if you give them a hyperlink to your resume, what happens is they can read that and they can remove that from their screen, and that won't be downloaded onto their hard disk. My hard disk is my hard disk. I don't want your resume on mine. So best is provide them with a hyperlink. So you can link your resume to maybe the LinkedIn profile or whatever. Give them a hyperlink one way or the other. Second thing is give them figures if you can. Wherever possible, give numbers, number of years of service, the quantum sales if you're in the sales job, and the quantum sales that you've generated, the percentage increase in sales, all those things. Figures make it easy to understand. It's more readable than just plain simple words. That increases the objectivity and the readability and comprehensibility. 3 things. The third is the career objective. Now, there are 2 views on including career objectives in the resume. Some people say you don't have to, and some people say it's a good idea. And I belong to the second class. It's a good idea to have the career objectives in your resume. Why? Because your career objective is what you think about yourself. And the recruiter says, okay, this is what you think about yourself, that maybe I'm missing something out here. Maybe your resume doesn't have that. This is going to supplement your resume. So if it really matches with their objectives, then most probably you have a better chance of getting the interview call. So always have a career objective statement. How do you do that? Let's look at it. This is the career objective statement of a teacher. You can modify this to suit your specific area of specialization. So this should be just 1 sentence if possible, not more than 1. It should have 4 parts. 1 is your present job. 2, what you're looking for. 3, what you're bringing in. And 4, what's going to be the benefit to the company. What's in it for me, the company might ask, will ask. And let's look at this whole statement, a career objective statement, and then we'll analyze that. High school teacher looking for a position for teaching English in a small independent school where I can apply my 3 years of post-qualification experience in teaching English communication skills to support student growth, creativity, and success. Let's analyze this. High school English teacher, that's your job title. This says what kind of job you're doing right now. Looking for a position for teaching English in a small independent school. That's your basic objective. Keep it very simple. You can also say the kind of job that you're actually looking for, the ideal job that you're looking for. But keep it very general. Where I can apply my 3 years of post-qualification experience in teaching English communication skills. That's what you're bringing in, your skills, your experience, your knowledge, what you have, your resources. You're bringing that over there, you keep placing it on the table. This is what I am. To support student growth, creativity, and success. Your answer to the company's question, what's in it for me? WIIFM. The 4th very important point that you need to take care of is to read up on the company's culture. Why? We'll look at that in a moment. How? From where? I'll give you 3 sources. And the About Us page on the company's website. Second is those social media pages like LinkedIn and Facebook, etc. Twitter maybe. I'll give you that. Third is the blogs that the company may write. Now, what do you read in them? They won't give this is our culture. You have to read the culture from that. How do you do that? See, if they write, let's say in the first person, I, you, we, etc., then they are very open, inclusive. If their tone is informal, friendly, so you know how to mold yourself before the interviewer. He's looking at that kind of person. So the moment they see, it's okay, you're also informal. The way you dress is also when you can use this to know how to dress for the interview. And that strikes a positive chord with the interviewer, and half of you selected already. On the other hand, if it's very formal, very, like they use a lot of passive voice, etc., then maybe they are snooty, snarky lot. Decide if you really want to work in that company, and if you do, for whatever reason, then dress up suitably, project yourself suitably. The fifth and the most important part is how to write your strengths. Oh dear me, you don't have a lot of space to write your strengths. You do. Write one or two things that have a direct bearing on the job. Now, we've got this playlist in our channel, this channel, TLW, the English Workshop, where we have about 15 power words that you can use in your resume. 15 power words. We tell you how to use what we tell you those action words that you're going to use, and also a sample which you can actually change to suit your specific needs. Now, I'll give you one example here. Suppose you wish to say you are meticulous. Now, if you say you are meticulous, the recruiter is going to say that, all right, that doesn't tell me anything. So what? I'm meticulous. Great. So what? What's in it for me? How will my company benefit? So you'll have to tell them what you did and what was the benefit that the company got. Maybe give the rupee value or any other figures. Remember the objective thing that I mentioned earlier? Figures. These three things. So, meticulous. What you did. You detected, identified, noticed, resolved. These are things that a meticulous person will do. And then give what you did. How did the company benefit from that? Rupee value? Done. So, not more than 2 sentences here again. I've given you the playlist details down below. So, click on that. You'll find about 15 videos on that. So, what's the conclusion? 1. Resumes can never get you the job. They'll get you the job interview. 2. You will have to make the resume get you the job interview. 3. What makes you get the job? No, we didn't cover that here. You will have to sell yourself at the interview because you are that unique, one and only person in the world that has those unique, one and only set of characteristics, traits that are suitable for that job. And when you get there on the job, the company is going to wish it had hired you even before you came. But that's for another video. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video, liking it and subscribing to our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Until then.